Texas bans clergy from executions after Supreme Court ruling. Dallas Texas prisons will no longer allow clergy in the death chamber after the U.S. Supreme Court blocked the scheduled execution of a man who argued his religious freedom would be violated if his Buddhist spiritual advisor couldn't accompany him. Effective immediately, the Texas Department of Criminal Justice will only permit prison security staff into the death chamber, a spokesman said Wednesday. The policy change. Texas previously allowed state-employed clergy to accompany inmates into the execution chamber, but its prison staff included only Christian and Muslim clerics. In light of this policy, the Supreme Court ruled Thursday that Texas couldn't move forward with Murphy's punishment unless his Buddhist advisor or another Buddhist reverend of the state's choosing accompanying him. Murphy's attorneys told the High Court that executing the 57-year-old without his spiritual advisor in the room would violate his First Amendment right to freedom of religion. He became a Buddhist. One of those lawyers, David Dow, said the policy change does not address their full argument and mistakes the main thrust of the court's decision. Kristen Howell, executive director of the Texas Coalition to Abolish the Death Penalty, called the new policy cruel. Prison chaplains will still be able to observe executions from a witness room and meet with inmates on death row beforehand, said Texas Department of Criminal Justice spokesman Jeremy Dezel. He declined to
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.